The Spitfire, a symbol of resistance, around 70 are still airworthy today. Designed by R.J. Mitchell, its innovative elliptical wing gave it unmatched speed. Designed for the Merlin engine, the Spitfire adapted to use increasingly powerful engines. In the Battle of Britain, the Spitfire engaged enemy fighters, achieving a high victory-to-loss ratio. Serving in multiple theaters, it was an interceptor, photo reconnaissance plane, fighter bomber, and trainer. The Bell Boeing V-22 Osprey combines helicopter capabilities with the speed of a fixed-wing aircraft. The failed Operation Eagle Claw in 1980 highlighted the need for an aircraft that could take off vertically, carry troops, and travel long distances quickly. Bell and Boeing partnered to create the V-22, the first military tiltrotor. Early testing experienced fatal crashes, leading to redesigns. The Marine Corps began training in 2000 and fielded the MV-22B in 2007. The Osprey has been used in Iraq, Afghanistan, Libya, and Kuwait for transport and medevac. Its high speed and long range have been valuable assets. The Concorde, an Anglo-French marvel, flew at twice the speed of sound. This technological dream cut transatlantic flight times in half. Its slender delta wing and unique droop nose were crucial for supersonic flight. But the Air France Flight 4590 crash was a tragedy that led to its eventual retirement. Only 20 Concordes were ever built, testaments to innovation and the allure of supersonic passenger flight. The B-29 Superfortress cost more than the Manhattan Project. This plane was a technological marvel, with a pressurized cabin and remote-controlled gun turrets. The Superfortress wasn't just about dropping atomic bombs. It was also used for high-altitude strategic bombing and naval mining. The B-29 influenced a whole family of aircraft, including the Boeing Stratocruiser and the Super Guppy. The Soviets reverse-engineered it, creating their own version, the Tupolev Tu-4. Two B-29s are still flying today, a testament to this iconic aircraft. Meet the SR-71 Blackbird, the fastest air-breathing manned aircraft ever built. A plane so fast, missiles couldn't catch it. A plane so high, it could almost touch the edge of space. Developed in secrecy by Lockheed Skunk Works, with the CIA involved, it needed to be uncatchable after the U-2 incident. They reduced the radar cross-section by 90%. Testing happened at Area 51. If a missile was launched, the Blackbird's evasive maneuver was simple: accelerate. Its engines and specialized reconnaissance equipment allowed collection of signals intelligence with side-looking radar and cameras. The plane leaked fuel on the ground. No SR-71 was ever shot down by enemy fire. It was retired for political reasons. NASA used it for research. Ground crews ignited the engines with a special chemical. The SR-71 pilot outran a missile. It was replaced by satellites. The Boeing 747, a long-range wide-body airliner, is often called a jumbo jet. Built from 1968 to 2023, a total of 1574 aircraft were produced. Pan American Airways wanted a jet 2.5 times the size of the 707 to reduce seat costs. The Air Force also had a project looking into very large transport aircraft, to carry cargo too big for existing planes. The 747 design featured 4 engines, a pronounced wing sweep, and 4 main landing gear legs. The partial double-deck design with a raised cockpit allowed conversion to a freighter by adding a front cargo door. Several variants were developed, including the shortened 747 SB for longer range and the 747-400 with an improved 2-crew glass cockpit. Some were even adapted for government and military use. While freighter variants remained popular, the final 747 was delivered in January 2023, marking the end of an era. What if I told you that one of the most important planes ever made is still flying today? The Douglas DC-3, an aircraft so revolutionary, it changed how the world traveled and even helped win a war. By 1939, an astonishing 90% of the world's airline flights were flown by the DC-3 or its variants. It was one of the first airliners that could make money just carrying passengers, no more relying on mail contracts. Its rugged design and versatility meant it found new life in niche roles. The Messerschmitt Me 262, the world's first operational jet fighter. It was faster and more heavily armed than any Allied fighter of its time, a shocking leap in technology. But Hitler's insistence on turning it into a bomber delayed its deployment, a critical mistake that may have cost Germany the war. Engine unreliability due to material shortages plagued the 262, limiting its impact. After the war, the Czechoslovakian Air Force operated the Me 262 until 1951, and it heavily influenced later designs like the F-86 Sabre. In 1940, Britain was desperate. They needed fighter planes and fast. North American Aviation was asked to build P-40s, but they had a bolder idea. They said, "We can do better." The prototype was ready in just 102 days, an unbelievable feat of engineering. The original Mustang had a problem. Its engine lacked high-altitude performance, but then came the Rolls-Royce Merlin. The Merlin engine transformed the Mustang into the definitive long-range bomber escort, changing the air war over Europe. The Wright Flyer, the plane that almost didn't fly. The Wright brothers, bicycle shop owners with a dream of manned flight. They built their own engine and made wings of cotton muslin. On December 17, 1903, at Kitty Hawk, they achieved the first sustained, controlled, powered flight. From a small wind tunnel to the Smithsonian, it is a testament to the power of perseverance. Comment below if we missed anything. Like and subscribe for more videos like this. See you in the next one.